Cheers, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Not a homebrew, but just drinking some brown sugar. I always have to get one of these every year. Just got a couple things this week. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. But this Saturday, definitely going to be planning to try and brew for the basically international salute to Paul Wixty. I have all the hops and most of the ingredients here for the supercharger recipe. So start time for Saturday, Central Standard Time is 1 p.m. I should have everything ready to go and hoping to be like mashing in at 1. But looking forward to hanging out. I think it's a pretty cool salute and tribute to be doing this all over the world. So yeah, I'll be online chatting around. So if you want to pop in and whatever, just shoot me up on Facebook or whatever, and be happy to chat. But I'm just going through some, I guess, final setup and troubleshooting of my updated control panel here. But with any project, you're gonna have your kinks and bugs you need to work out, and that's kind of what I'm working through right now. With the BCS unit, it's something new and just trying to understand how the hell it works. There's a few things I like, a few things I don't like, a few things that I might add on in the future to go along with it. But it's pretty exciting this week too with the SJ Porr North American results. I want to say that every beer that I had was really good. I loved what everybody, the local ingredients and the directions that people went to try to somehow showcase those ingredients. You know, I mean, you had bourbons and you had port wines and you had agave and you had hand cut mesquite plank or wood. You know, you had home cultured yeast, you had homemade brown sugar, you had homemade hops. I mean, it was just cool just to see what ingredients or what aspects people brought in. But very excited to be in the international finals to pass my beers along and let people across the oceans taste my beer. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting that, so that's pretty badass. But I mean, the main reason and the reason I like getting in these challenges is just to be able to share my beer and let people try it and get some feedback and kind of understand what people liked and didn't like and like my recipe, that's the second time I've brewed it. Nate's the only one that got the old recipe. So before I sign off here, I'm going to give you guys just a quick little sneak peek snippet of what I'm doing with the brewery and how I'm setting it up and what I'm trying to get going here. It's I was going to brew last week, had some technical difficulties, so the inaugural brew would be this weekend, so that's pretty exciting. Just wanted to shout out to Bearded Brewer. He posted a picture that is his electric brewery that has been very long time coming, and I've been so excited to see him finally fire that bad boy up. He's got it ready almost there, so hopefully you'll see the Bearded Brewer brewing on his electric system pretty darn quick. Cheers, buddy. So that's all I got for this week. Hopefully see everybody online Saturday and brew for Paul and just get together as the community does and hang out and do what we do. So Cheers. Until next one. Alright, so you can see we're up to 104 degrees. Coming along. Alright, so I just stopped strike water. I'm going to go to the mashing step here. And that's now basically just pushing it through over to, throwing that in there. That's just pushing it over to the mash tun. Now what this is looking for is basically HL, or the heating elements on, the pump's pumping over, and this is where I could actually put in like a water meter of some sort to just pump over the certain amount of water that I want, which would be kind of cool. But anyways, so that's the mashing step. Alright, so now at this point I have my ball valve opened up. I have the flow coming this way back into the three-way valve, and then all I have to do is turn this like so. Now that'll feed into the Herms coil and back into my mash for recirculation. So now the temperature is low, I'm just forcing it through here. So you can see if I turn that off, I can turn the mash recirc on. You can see it'll keep the element going to keep it at whatever the temperature I set, which is 154. And then now the mash pump is recirculating. You'll see from here, coming through the sight glass, coming through here, and now we're recirculating. So the nice thing with the mash recirculation is that I can actually set it up so that if I want to keep it at 154 degrees, I can set it to basically keep the heat in the HLT, and then turn the pump on and off if it starts getting too cold. That's an option, so that's kind of cool, because I actually thought about doing that in my old system. So now I would be able to do that if I decide to do that. So, all right, so now we are recirculating. So the nice thing with the mash recirc too is I can set up a timer. So if I want to do an hour mash or 90-minute mash or whatever, I can set it up and it'll actually just recirculate for 90 minutes. Once that 90 minutes up, it'll alarm and let me know that it's done. And at that point, when it's done, then it'll make sure that my HLT gets up to sparge temperature, and then the next step would be the mash out. So now for mash out and for sparging, we'll turn the valve back this way, and then we'll turn this valve to basically the right. And what that'll do is send strike water to here, and then runnings into the boil kettle. So let's see if this works here. Alright, so you guys are seeing that the sparge element's on, and then both pumps are on, which I'm taking water from here, setting it into here, and then I just have to dial in my flow for sending it to the boil. Obviously this is full blast, but